What's up, guys? Diggletdreams here, and with my friend. Say hi.
Hey guys, it's Alpha Domination.
We are back again with week 3 of the Indigo League of Legends Pickem, I believe is what it's called.
Yep, we're the Pickem crew.
Yep.
So
we look at matchups each week, and we try to predict who we think is going to win each week, basically.
Absolutely, and we've gotten pretty good with our guesses so far. We've had a lot of
disagreements last week.
Yes, there was a lot of disagreements.
So this might be a determining week for us.
Yeah, we started. You had 5, I had 6 going into week 2, and week 6 or week. I don't know why I said week 6, but week 2. Yeah.
Lots of numbers flying around.
Yeah, seriously. I'm on week 8 of the NPA league that I'm recording for, so I'm all over the place here.
Yeah.
So let's get into week 3 here.
All right.
First matchup I have is the Rustboro Stoners and the Persians.
Yep, me too. With Mac and August as the coach of both of those teams.
Absolutely. And so Stoners are 2-0, and the Persians are now 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember quite which ones I chose, but I do believe I picked these two teams. Not sure. I know we agreed on the Persians.
Oh, you mean for week 2?
Yeah, for week 2.
Let's see.
And
yeah, I did not have Mac winning last week.
yeah, that was one of our disagreements.
Yeah.
So I'm 2 for 2 so far. Woohoo! 13.
And let's see.
So
I did pick August for last week though, so that's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, who do you think is gonna win? I haven't on my side, guys. If you are watching this, you will not be able to see the star that I normally have come underneath the team because I haven't really had much decisions on who I was gonna pick. So
yeah, we're a little strapped for time, so we're just trying to do the best we can right now.
Yep.
No judgment.
So
all right, I went with, this is a really tough one. I think both of these teams are really good. They're both coming off of a win, and they're both really well-built teams, and they both have a lot of different things they can do to each other. But I had to go with August and the Persians this time.
All right. I don't know. I was kind of feeling the Stoners. Going for that 3-0 victory. Yeah.
I do not blame you for that because it's a very, very good team.
It is, and it is really hard to pick.
Yeah, we know Mac is a good battler as well because he's undefeated so far.
Absolutely.
Whereas August has had 1 loss, so
yes,
it could be a factor.
Yeah. It took me a while to realize that August was Blue Shell. I did not realize that.
Yeah. He changed his name like week 2, I think.
Yeah. So that was confusing a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
But no. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Stoners. That Escadrille, Mold Breaker ability, Skarmory defensive kind of core, the Zoomerl kind of tanks with the Snorlax.
Yeah, I think Rotom Heat is going to be big for Mac, I believe.
Absolutely. Going to put in a lot of work. If he can work around that grass weakness on the Persian side, then he could really do some serious damage for that Swampert, Slowbro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough call. But.
Yeah, the only grass stab that Mac has is Trevenant, which doesn't really hit that hard, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do not see him bringing Trevenant with him this week.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. What I want to see out of this, though, is Mega Swampert. I want to see that thing come this week. I think it can put in a lot of work versus Mac's team with the rain up.
It can indeed. That's for swim.
Yeah, I think it just needs Earthquake, Waterfall, Ice Punch, and Superpower. And I think it hits pretty much everything and outspeeds everything, I believe. Scarfer.
Pretty much. Except for maybe Scolipede with a couple of speed boosts.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's what I want to see. I think that's August's key to victory here, is to bring that core.
Yep, understandable.
Yeah.
I will stick with my stoners here.
I will just pretty much. Yeah, 420. I'm just gonna pretty much hope that August realizes that, and hope I get the right choice.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go into battle number 2.
Right.
I have the Swamperts versus the Deinos.
Yep, I have that as well. And this is where we see the Charizards finally battle.
Yes, that's what I was thinking when I was setting this up. I was like,
Yeah.
Charizard X versus Charizard Y. I want to see that so bad.
Who will win? I don't know. It's a
I don't
tough
know. I
one.
feel like Charizard X has the advantage, though, in that matchup.
Yeah, it definitely hits harder, I think. If they get one-on-one, I think the Charizard Y doesn't really hit that hard on the X, and the X can definitely hit him really hard. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we'll see how they deal with that.
Let's see, what are some major threats to the Deinos? That Charizard, Sableye with the Prankster ability,
Yeah,
Electivire.
Charizard X is always a big threat. Getting Dragon Dances up can definitely clinch the game.
Seriously. One of my friends went with a Belly Drum Charizard X.
Oh my god. That's
was
risky.
awful.
That's risky. This is a stealth
The
box.
only way I was able to beat that Charizard X was with a focused sash. What did I have? I remember what one it was, but I had focus sash and I hit retaliate or whatever one does. Did equal amount of damage, like doubled.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like so lucky.
It's tough to deal with that thing, especially if it has max attack. That'd be brutal. I don't even imagine. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go with the Swamperts here on this one.
Oh, okay. Well, I went with the Dinos. So we're off to a very disagreement start. That doesn't work. That's not a phrase. I tried to save it, but it didn't work.
I'm just gonna go with the Charizard mostly because the Charizard X and the Sableye combination with Florges, Samurott, and Electivire would really do a lot of work. Plus the differential, the different typing. I think they can really kind of help block each other a little bit. And maybe they have Adol in there with the Rotom, maybe. I don't know. I just see the Swamperts winning this one. I don't know.
Yeah, I can understand that. And of course, all these matches will be tough to choose, and it could easily go one way or the other.
Absolutely. It is harder not knowing what kind of sets they're going to use, who they're actually bringing that week. So
Yeah, it's all speculation. So
yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like
these people might not have the same ideas that we see when we look at these teams, so who knows?
Yeah, I see one side and I'll be like, okay, if I bring these specific 6 Pokemon, I can basically check all of these other ones.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah, definitely difficult.
But we are 2 for 2 for going different.
Yeah.
Neither the Swamperts, neither the Dinos.
And we'll see how it turns out.
We will definitely see how it turns out for sure.
Come on, these guys. They need to help me out here.
Alright, here we go. And now we go into the Infernapes versus the Salamence.
Yes, with Wmar and Kelly as the coaches, respectively.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Once again, the Terrakion plus Grass Pokemon offensive core puts in a lot of work here.
It does indeed.
I've always been a fan of that on Kelly's team, so I just want to mention that again.
It has. I do believe you. No, we did not pick them last week. Not at all.
No, I don't think so.
That was the team we chose against. I don't know, man. This is a difficult one.
Yeah, this is definitely a difficult one.
But I don't know. I feel like the Salamences could win it if Infernapes don't bring that Victini.
Yeah, Victini definitely a big threat.
Big threat to pretty much anyone.
There is Landorus and Arcanine, though. I think it can take hits.
Yes.
So, I am going to give this one to the Salamence, I think. I don't know about you.
Yeah, unless the Infernapes bring Victini, which is the biggest threat to this team, I'm going to have to go with the Salamence as well. Mostly because pretty much all of their team kind of can gel together to kind of defend each other. And a lot of the Infernapes team don't really hit a lot of their team very well without that stab fire attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we can both agree on the Salamence here.
Yeah, I want to see Banded Terrakion come on this battle because it outspeeds a lot of the Infernapes Pokemon, and I think a Banded set would just what's a resist, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so we're finally in agreement. That's good.
Yes, yes we are.
We'll either both be upset or both be happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So
on to the next one.
Next up, I have the Nidokings versus the Darkrai.
Yep, with Johnny and Erik as the coaches.
Yes.
Yes.
And Nidoking, we don't know who won that matchup versus Connor. And the whatchamacallums?
Yeah, I forget their. Oh, that's the Swamperts.
The Swampers, yes.
Yeah, okay. But maybe we'll get that by the time this goes up. Maybe we can put an annotation on the video or something.
That would be nice.
If we do figure it out by then.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So these teams, I don't know, man.
Yeah, these are really, really good teams. I say that about everybody, but I think Steelix is actually I'm excited for this thing to actually put in some work here. It takes a lot of hits from things like the Jirachi, Dragonite, Ampharos, Machamp, maybe not Machamp, but Dragalge it takes hits from, so I'm kind of excited to see that thing potentially put in some work this week.
Absolutely. I can't really see that. What's that Mew? If he brings Mew, he can basically pick any 4 moves that really do most damage to pretty much all of his opponent's teams.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I'm going to have to go with Darkrai here on this one.
Yep, I did as well. So we're agreement once again.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I don't think Johnny has... Johnny of the LA Nidokings has quite the raw power I think he needs to break through some of the Darkrai's Pokemon, like Melodic and Steelix.
Yes.
I think that core right there, even with Mew, if he decides to bring like a bulky Mew, I think it's going to be really tough for him to break through that defense, and I think that's going to be what seals his fate.
Yeah. Plus, if he brings Whimsicott with a Spore or something, he can just put his whole team to sleep.
Right.
Paralyze.
I don't know. I don't think Whimsicott gets Spore, but I think he gets Sleep
Does
Powder.
it not?
No, I think it just gets Sleep Powder. Maybe.
Yeah. One of those two.
Yeah, they're pretty particular with Spore.
Yes. Either way.
Actually, it doesn't even get Sleep Powder, actually.
Doesn't? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it gets Stun Spore. So, there's that.
Alright. So I was right about a Spore thing. This was the wrong type of Spore.
Yeah, exactly. You were just a little confused.
Yeah, nope. Alright, Stun Spore. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nope. So we're going with the Darkrai's.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Alright, on to the next one. The Munchlax versus the Ampharos.
With Roshi and Mini Munch as the captain.
Both teams going 0 for 2.
Yeah, so this is a big proving ground right here for the two of these teams.
Yes.
One of them is going to come out with 1 victory, and one of them is going to come out with 3 losses, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I know. I did choose Munchlax last week for the win, and I did not get that correct.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing week 1.
Yep.
Just because that Hoopa Unbound, I wanted to see that thing come, but...
I know, right? Like,
I don't think you've seen it yet.
Seriously.
Yeah. But this week I did go with the Villampharos and Roshi over the Munchlax.
Yep. Yeah, no, I was going to go with the Munchlax, but because he has a solid core, but he hasn't been doing anything with it. I went with the Ampharos just to try to be like, yo, dude, get your shit together.
Yeah. Yeah,
I did go with the Ampharos as well. That Chansey can do some solid defense, as long as pretty much all of his other team is pretty bulky as well. Dragon as well.
His only strong physical attackers on the Munchlax sides are Hoopa and Talonflame, and like maybe Hitmontop. Those are the only things that could potentially break through the Chansey, so it's gonna put in a lot of work there, definitely.
Absolutely.
Also, Roshi has a lot of priority on his team, which I think is going to be nice to help deal with the Hoopa if Hoopa does come this week.
Yes, indeed.
He's got the Scizor Bullet Punch, the Mamoswine Ice Shard, as well as Spiritomb Sucker and Shadow Sneak, and even the Lopunny Fake Out to help deal with that thing.
Yes, absolutely. Nope, I'm in total agreement here.
Yeah. I don't think there's much more to say. I think we got it.
Nope, not at all. All right. So, both for the Ampharos. Here we go.
Nice.
Next up, we have the Houndooms versus the previous Charizards. They're now, what was the team called?
Virginia Volcarona now.
Yes, I did not realize that until after I had made the video, or the PowerPoint or whatever.
There's been a lot of changes.
I was just like, I don't have a picture for it yet, and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it as it is and just put a note in it. But yeah, no, they are the Virginian Volcaronas now, not the Charizards anymore.
Yep, and we have Ty, who's coaching the Volcaronas, and Cricket, who's coaching the Houndooms.
Yep, yes indeed. And the Houndooms are 2-0, and the Volcaronas are 1-1.
Yep.
This is an interesting matchup.
Yeah. My eyes went straight to Alakazam. I think that thing is going to put in a lot of work. With basically, it only needs Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, maybe an HP Ground for the Heat Ram, and what was the other move I wanted it to have? Hold on. Yeah, I think it's just those three moves, and then something else, whatever he wants, and that pretty much hits everything pretty hard on the Volcarona.
Absolutely, I can totally agree with that. Plus, he also has. I also went with the. Was looking at the Ferrothorn, Gliscor, and Jellicent as well to help kind of set that Alakazam up.
Yeah, that is a really good defense he has right there.
Yep. No. So we're both in agreement for the Houndooms. All right. So
yeah, definitely.
We're both going to be doing really great or really terrible this week.
Yeah. I think the Volcarona's only way of breaking through that defense is Dragon Dance Scrafty. With that thing, it can get ice coverage for the Gliscor, Drain Punch for the Ferrothorn, and Knock Off for the Jellicent, but that thing is not always easy to set up with, and the Alakazam does OHKO it with the Dazzling Gleam, so it's going to be tough. So that's why I'm giving it to Crooked and the Houndooms.
So that is definitely where I was heading towards as well. So, all right, good stuff.
Nice.
Next team. So we have Sketchy of the Smeargles, and I know this. What's his name?
You got this.
Oh boy. Necro,
yeah,
right?
Nice.
Necro, the Venus Venusaur. The Venusaur is going 2-0, with the Smeargles going 1-1.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. I have a feeling. These are two, I think, very good teams. Very strong, very tough to go up against. So I think this is going to be a really good match right here.
Absolutely. I think it's going to come down to a 6-5 for a +1 differential in the end.
Yeah.
No matter who takes it.
I'm sure.
Good lord. I don't even know who to choose, honestly.
Yeah. I think this is probably the toughest call so far in the whole league. But I did end up going with Necro and the Venus Venusaur.
Understandable.
Yeah. It could honestly go either way, but I just decided to go with them.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards them because I'm trying to picture it in a Wi-Fi battle. All right, so we're going these guys against these guys, and I don't see them doing a lot of damage to the Venusaurs.
Yeah. Fortunately for Necro, he does have a lot of switch-ins for some of the bigger threats on the Smeargles, like the Metagross and the Kyurem. He does have a few things that can switch in on that, such as like the Forretress, the Vaporeon, even maybe the Latias if he decides to go bulky. Zapdos can take some hits from the Metagross, definitely. So
absolutely,
it'll be a tough one, but I think Necro can play around those big threats.
Yes, yes indeed. And DNC can get some rocks up on the other side of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he has Donphan, which I believe can learn.
Yeah, he does get Rapid Spin.
I just think that the Venusaurs have it. Just have a slight edge over the Smeargles.
Yeah, just barely enough that I think they can do it.
Absolutely.
I think Magnezone is also going to be cool because it can trap the Metagross. If he goes with like a Choice Scarf set, he can trap it and then hit it with a Thunderbolt really strong.
Yeah.
I think that can be really that could be a big play.
Yep. The only thing, one good core that the Smeargles has is the Tingle with Meanchow, which both can get Regenerator, and they can just kind of switch back in and out.
Yeah, that can definitely be a big threat.
Yeah,
definitely.
Alright, so we're both for the Venus Venusaur.
Alright, nice. So it's gonna be come down to like the two that we disagreed on, basically.
Absolutely. Plus I don't remember how we did last week either. I haven't really been keeping track of it because I only looked at it. Yeah. We did it yesterday, and I haven't really looked at the videos yet. So
I did glance at. I just looked at the spreadsheet to see who had won, and I got 4 of them wrong. So I'm not looking good. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think I've gotten like 5 right, maybe if you got 4 wrong then. But either way, this is mostly just for fun, really.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not that competitive. Like
no,
a lot of these matches could go either way.
Absolutely.
So
I just like the fact that I'm able to do this, like have this opportunity to do a Pickem League.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, this is something I've never done before. It's really interesting.
Absolutely. Plus, like getting our names out there as well as like the league, and just slowly trying to integrate ourselves into the PokeTubing and Wi-Fi battling thing.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, so
shout-outs to Mini Munch for letting us do this.
Absolutely. No, I was really glad that I accidentally stumbled upon that on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. And even though you better lose this week, Mini Munch, but thank you for letting me do this.
I know, I feel so bad. Like every week I'm trying to against him, and the one time I did go with him, he lost.
Mm-hmm. I think I picked him week 1, maybe even week 2, just for that Hoopa. But he still hasn't shown me the power. So
I do believe we've both picked him last week, and then last week week 1 I chose against him. You chose for him.
Yeah.
We both chose for him for that Hoopa. And now we're both like, you haven't done anything with it. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
So maybe this week we'll teach him a lesson.
Yes.
Maybe.
Once you watch this video, buddy.
Get on that.
Bring that Hoopa.
Prove us wrong. Alright. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to both of our channels, and is there a league channel? If there is, go subscribe to it.
Yeah, there is a league channel. It's not very active. I keep trying to find the battle videos there, but I don't know. It's kind of.
Oh yeah. Do they have like a playlist of the battles there or something?
A little bit.
That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing.
That's what I keep hearing, but I haven't really found it much. I've been trying to find the battles myself and adding them to a playlist on my channel.
Alright, nice. Okay.
But yeah, so click that like button, subscribe to both of our channels. We will see you next week, absolutely. And yeah, keep it real, guys.
Peace out.
Thank you.